This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
This podcast is the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, where we take a deep dive into the lore of the Final Fantasy universe, such as the characters, stories, and so much more. Hosted by Ben of Temeria and Steve-O. Welcome back, Warriors of Light, to another episode of the Final Fantasy Lorecast. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon, also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Steven.
Yo.
And today we are on our part 2 and final part of our character deep dive of Lightning, which is exciting. Even though I know it's going to be a little bit of a struggle bus, I know for Steven.
Yes.
Because he never got to play the 13 series, which is sad.
And we made it through another Summer Games Fest with no announcement of a remake or port or anything at all.
Yeah, it's true. But hey, there's still the we have the game convention in Japan that's coming up here soon.
I mean, if they announce 13 there instead of the one that I actually want, I'll be very upset. But
hey, you never know.
Something.
We never know. We'll have some news stuff in the mid break. So stick
did
around
you
for the
see,
news.
Before we get started, that nasty little trick that the host pulled?
Yes,
saying,
Jeff Keighley.
Speaking of speaking of Final Fantasy, and then he did an ad for something else.
DoorDash.
Like, oh, how dare you?
I think it was for DoorDash or Uber Eats or something, one of the two. And it's like, really? Because everybody's like, and he's like, for DoorDash. He's like, aw. You can hear everybody say, aw.
That basically confirms it's going to happen, because like they wouldn't bring it up or mention it if this wasn't going to happen.
Or Jeff Keighley's just a jerk and likes to make fun with people.
I hope that's not the case, but I guess it's possible.
But so let's get right back into Lightning. So last week we ended with the original Final Fantasy XIII. Now we're going into Final Fantasy XIII 2 Fragments After, which I believe is also one of the novels. Yeah, it's one of the books. Yeah, it's one of the 242-page book.
Oh, Boom, where are you? We need you to explain why this isn't going to be the worst thing ever.
So, on the first day of the AF era that started on the day of Ragnarok, Lightning's reunion with Sarah is cut short when she is dragged into an abyss by a manifestation of chaos caused by a paradox. Only her survival knife remains, and everyone except Sarah believes her to be either dead or crystallized in the crystal pillar with Vanille and Fang. In actuality, Lightning fell through the Historia Crux and ended up in Valhalla, the middle world between life and death, dislodged from time. Lightning comes upon a Moogle named Mog, who challenged her to a duel and promptly loses. Touched by Mog's innocence, Lightning has him follow her. Yes, Mog. We have a Moogle named Mog.
Good.
Mog tells Lightning about Valhalla, the void beyond, and the goddess Etro. Lightning and Mog encounters Odin, who challenges Lightning to a battle, during which he learns to cast magic, despite no longer being Ilse. Keep forgetting that's a capital L. defeats Odin and rides him to Etro's temple, where Bahamut challenges her. Lightning loses her weapon during the fight, but Mog transforms into a bow for her to overcome the Eidolon. Standing before the goddess throne, a brief oneness with Etro enables Lightning to understand the goddess's isolation and her love for humanity. So, Lightning's learning emotions. Even though she has more emotions than Cloud. I give her that.
Oh, that's good. I would hope so.
She's monotone like Cloud, but she has a lot more emotional depth than Cloud.
Oh, good.
So Lightning comes to realize Etro saw her and her friends as sinners for killing people during their time as Illicy, yet freed from their brands after giving Vanilla and Fang the strength to become Ragnarok. Through the eyes of Etro, Lightning witnesses various moments in time, including an era facing destruction, Sirius, Yule repeatedly dying, Sarah trapped in an endless dream, and her losing battle with Yule's guardian, Caius. Caius?
Sure.
Yeah.
I told you I can't help you with names on this one.
And then her Guardian Corps uniform disappears and a suit of armor materializes in its place. Lightning chooses to stay as Etro's champion and contain the memories of the deceased and fight Caius as a way to atone for her sins. Caius briefly appears behind her and tells her to go home as the world will not end for some time, but she resolves to remain. So that's the majority of what's in the book for Lightning specifically.
So this is an in between, like 1 and 2, I guess.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. And then now getting into Final Fantasy XIII 2, so the actual sequel. So as Etro's protector, Lightning guards the goddess against Caius, Yule's immortal guardian, who wants to kill Etro to destroy the timeline and save Yule from her cycle of reincarnation. During her battle against Caius, Lightning sees Etro's gate appear over the temple and sees a person fall out of it. She recognizes it as a young man from a past vision, Noel Cress. Chris, I think.
Sure.
I don't know, it's Kreiss, however you want to pronounce that. It's been a while. First off, the book that we just went over is canonical to the actual like storytelling of the game.
I should hope so.
Compared to the last couple of characters that had books that made absolutely no sense.
I think, I don't know about the 10 one. The 15 one is
15 one. That was the actual true. That was supposed to be the true ending.
The original true ending, which thank God that didn't come through. But
confusing.
Like the 10 sequel books. I don't know if it's canonical. I pray to God it's not, but
our 10 is just a complete
it's a mess.
Much like most things. But so Lightning saves him and throws him into a time gate, asking him to find Sarah and bring her to Valhalla. Lightning gives him Mog as a good luck charm for Sarah, and once he sees her, when Caius summons a meteorite over the temple, Lightning summons Odin to throw her into a path, but it crushes the shrine. Bum bum bum. So, temple went bye-bye. So Noel finds Sarah, and together they embark on a quest through time to find their way to Valhalla. Lightning eventually appears before them from a portal in New Bottom at 700 AF and explains that they are in a future she failed to save. Orphan's demise and Fang of Nanel's sacrifice to save Cocoon opened the portal to Valhalla. Etro closed it to prevent Valhalla's chaos from pouring out into the world, but Lightning ended up there as a result.
Okay. So that's why she's there.
Yep. So Caius plans to destroy Etro and open the door again, unleashing chaos, mysterious energy Etro keeps at bay, into the mortal world. The door would open wide enough if the people died at once, such as if the crystallized cocoon fell and chaos would infect the world. Time, life, and death would become meaningless, making the world like Valhalla. So he's trying to destroy the world to make it literally a limbo effect kind of a thing.
There's a comparison I could make, but I can't make it because you haven't got to that point in 14. Mark it down.
Ah.
9
Hey,
minutes.
I wasn't the one that freaking said it, so boom.
You haven't made it to that part, but there
Is
is
it
an area that
Endwalker
is
or,
a
or
yeah,
Shadowbringers? Oh, it's an
yeah, it's
Endwalker. Okay, yeah,
post
not
Endwalker. Yeah,
post Endwalker. God.
post it. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
in Dawn Trail now, Ben.
What?
Yeah,
Okay. I need to get back. I've been playing 14 more, so I'm
I've seen you on there for a few minutes.
trying to get all the role quests out of the way from Shadowbringers before I continue Shadowbringers.
Hmm.
So, Lightning entrusts Noelle and Sarah with stopping KS in the mortal realm while she deals with him in Valhalla. She has Mog reveal the time gate to 500 AF so they could stop Caius from destroying Hope's new cocoon, an artificial world built to protect humanity for when the original cocoon would eventually fall. The True Speaks' 14 reference was kind of late today.
I'm so confused, but right on.
So the Vile Peaks, Lightning blames herself for the paradox that caused the disappearance of an Academy anti-paradox team, the Blitz Squadron. While they were scouting the area in 10 AF to handle a distortion, she calls fighting alongside the squadron men and finds comfort in how they still remember her. When Mog reveals a phased-out image of Lightning in the Vile Peaks, she tells Sarah and Noelle how, as an Ilse, she first thought fighting alone for what she believed in was only approach, but later saw the error in her ways. Being all alone in Valhalla, she holds on the memories of Sarah and her friends to stay firm in her battle against Caius. Lightning prays for the day when they can be together again and disappears. Oh, so she disappears in front of Sarah and all that.
So she's just
She,
hopping in and out of
yeah,
time,
of
like,
time. Mm-hmm.
okay, I got one for you. You're gonna understand this one.
Okay.
She's like Siri in
Oh,
between.
absolutely.
Okay,
Yes.
so she's
Yes.
just
She's
hopping in, like
exactly like Ciri in The Witcher.
she
Which,
goes
if
to
you,
cyberpunk world and she comes
yes.
back. Yeah. Okay.
Which I'm shocked. I'm sad that we didn't get that cameo in Cyberpunk.
Yeah, it is
But
too
hey,
bad.
uh, but hey, for Witcher fans, if you want to see a tech demo, there's a tech demo, and it's great. And Andrzej Sapkowski gave his blessing on Ciri being a Witcher, because
Well,
he I guess there's a book convention going on in Poland currently, and he was asked questions about CDPR making Ciri the continuation as a Witcher, and how she went through the mutations. And he specifically is like, I never wrote in the books that women can't be Witchers.
true.
I never wrote that. I never wrote that they can take mutations. And obviously, CDPR know the books then better than I do. They're fans and they read the books.
Well,
And I
I
was
hope
like,
they don't know it
oh.
better than him. But yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's great stuff. Anyway, moving back to Final Fantasy. So back in Valhalla, Lightning continues her fight with Caius, as mentioned in the Final Fantasy XIII-2 Ultimania Omega scenario interview. The battle between Lightning and Caius is an endless loop and that would continue for eternity. The loop appears broken when Caius abruptly disappears, and Lightning sees a vision of Sarah's death by her eyes of Etro. Caius catches Lightning off guard and strikes her down before Chaos takes her away, preventing him from delivering the killing blow. Oh boy.
Okay. All right.
You're lost again, aren't you?
I am. I'm trying.
I'm trying to
Every
keep
once in a while I'll
up.
be like, oh, it's like that, and then this guy Caius, no idea what's going on with that. I have no idea who he is.
That's fair. So Lightning comes to in the remains of Etro's temple and finds Sarah's soul restrained and surrounded by chaos, manipulated by Yula's spirits. The chaos turns into Caius, whom Lightning proceeds to battle. Caius transforms into Chaos Bahamut, and flies towards the breach where Lightning continues to fight him. Okay, so he becomes Chaos Bahamut.
Caius becomes chaos. That's they need
Caius
to cut it
becomes
out.
Chaos Bahamut specifically.
So those two names are entirely too close to be using them. You've got all the names in the world to use Square. Don't use Caius if he's gonna turn into chaos.
And Caius honestly looks like like a mailed version of Lightning with purple hair. Like looking at him.
I'm gonna Try and look at this.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I went too far.
Oh no.
I think.
If you go to Chaos Bahamut and then
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
go to
give it a
Caius.
Goog.
There you go. So after dispatching her opponent, Lightning mounts Odin and demands that Yule release Sarah, only for Chaos to swallow her and Odin. Lightning realizes her actions caused her sister death. While floating through the Historia Crux, she contemplates that carrying out Etro's will would atone for her sins. She concludes there is nothing left for her, not even hope. Mourning over Sarah's body, Lightning sees Sarah's spirit on Etro's throne, who reveals she knew she would die, yet continued so they could be reunited. As Sarah's ghost fades away, she tells Lightning not to give up hope and always remember her, promising they will meet again. Yeah, and Boxtroll says Caius was made to be Lightning's rival. Yeah.
I mean, he looks cool. He looks like a mid-level boss, so he doesn't look like a big bad.
Right. And then, with her hope renewed, Lightning holds on to their wish to be together again someday to ensure Sarah's memory will live on to preserve the world's existence and Etro's place as her real atonement. Lightning sits on Etro's throne and enters a crystal stasis, waiting for the day she is awakened at the end of eternity. As Caius' scheme succeeds and Etros dies, Chaos engulfs Grand Pulse, which merges with Valhalla to become Nova Crystallia.
Okay, so they lose.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So her sister died, the bad guy got his way, and that's the end of the game.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
Their world merges with Valhalla and becomes the Nova Crystallia, which is, if you know, is the main, like, the trilogy is named after is the Nova Chrysalis trilogy.
I see.
So
I mean, listen, I like a dark ending, not very happy ending, but that is literally like
we lose.
you played this
What?
whole game and you lose, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because you play as
You play as Sarah through this one.
Okay.
You play as Sarah through 13-2.
And at the end you die.
Essentially.
Okay. All right.
And then now moving on to Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII. So this is obviously 13-3, the final game in the trilogy. So after living for 5 centuries in crystal stasis, the god... Oh, God.
No way.
Bunivels?
Sure.
I don't know. It's Bhunivelze.
I'd like to buy a Val.
Yeah, I don't know. Sought Lightning out to be their savior, tasking her with guiding the souls of humanity to the new world that will replace Nova Crystallia. Bruneville's, I'm sure we'll go with that. Is the creator B is the creator god of Pulse. Lindsay, and Etros entities the different Grand Pulse and Cocoon populations reserve as gods in their own right. So he's another creator god.
So he's like the head honcho. Like he created the gods that the people were calling gods.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So he's the big boss.
Mm-hmm. So Bruneville's separated Sarah's soul from Lightning and created an illusion of her sister to keep Lightning competent. Wow. Or compliant,
yeah.
Compliant, thank you. Compliant. Yeah. So to keep her like, hey, here you go. Stay calm. It's like, that's
just good. Listen to me. I got your sister here.
Sarah's soul was saved from fading into the chaos when the part of Lightning she suppressed when she first looked at her codename was made manifest by the chaos, creating a girl called Lumina who acts as a body protecting Sarah's soul.
All
okay.
Right. Uh-oh.
Yeah, things are going to get confusing. Just give you all a heads up. Though she resents the deity for using Sarah as a bargaining chip, Lightning's regret over the death convinced her to aid Bruneville so she can save her sister's soul. Brunavazil remove much of Lightning's emotion so she can perform her task more efficiently. So in 13, so in Lightning Returns, she doesn't have much emotion compared to
You
1 and 2.
said she already didn't have much in the first two.
First two, she had
took
emotion.
even more?
But like they make her like straight up Cloud in the third game. It's like where he like, you know how Cloud doesn't show emotion. This pretty much is it.
Yeah. Okay.
So Lightning rescues souls and gathers Eridia to restore the tree at Yggdrasil to delay the apocalypse. So we're getting Norse mythology here.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. So amid a celebration,
now the world is ending.
Yeah, pretty much again, because the first game had Ragnarok.
For the third time, the world is ending.
So amid a celebration in Yuzna, Lightning confronts Snow in a ballroom of Patron's palace. During their battle, Lumina breaks Lightning's sword and drops a chandelier, but Snow halts its descent by freezing it. Snow flees, and Lightning chases him through the palace into a chaos infusion, where she re-encounters Luminara, who claims Lightning is different from Brunaville's usual servants. After defeating the Zolts that Luminara summoned, Lightning comes upon a door blocked by a field of chaos and worries Snow is not entirely sane. If he went inside, she hears Snow's guards approaching and retreats.
Wasn't he on your team? Okay.
Yep, he was, him and Sarah were a thing.
Yeah. And he was on your team on the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Second game, nowhere to be found.
Correct, I believe. I can't remember if he's. I know he's in the second game. I just don't remember. I think he's on your team. Maybe. I don't remember.
Third game, definitely not on your team.
At the time. So after traveling to Luxurion, Lightning learns a cult called the Children of Etro murdered 3 women who resemble her in the last 3 days. Lightning encounters Noelle, who is now obsessed with a prophecy that declares she will destroy the world if unstopped. Lightning ends the cult's activities before facing Noelle, freeing him of his burden of guilt.
So I just looked it up. Snow is a DLC boss in 13.2.
Oh. Interesting. Okay.
Also hate the way he looks.
That's fair. Gaining access to the Luxurion Cathedral at nighttime, she meets Luminara and Vanel. Vanel woke from the crystal stasis 13 years ago, cursed with the ability to hear the voices of the dead. She has thus become the Saint of the Order of Salvation, a cult dedicated to the worship of Brunavazil. Vanel shows Lightning a concentration of chaos around the altar of God's sanctum. Luminara says the order seeks to save the dead from the anguish by offering them to oblivion and needs of Vanel to call them to her. Wow. That's dark.
Okay.
So these souls are going to oblivion, into the void. Great. In Usain, Lightning returns to Snow's palace and is forced to fight him, though he tries to make her take her life as a penance for failing to protect Sarah, and nearly becomes a Seath in the process. Lightning brings him back from the brink and frees him of his burden. There you go. See?
It's very interesting in Lightning Returns.
Yeah. In the Dead Dunes, Lightning encounters Fang, who, for the past 13 years, has been searching for the Holy Clavis, a divine relic that can attract and purify, quote-unquote, souls needed for the soul song ritual Vanel will perform before the world ends. When they find it, Fang tries to destroy it, as the ceremony would erase the dead and kill Vanel, but the Clavis ends in the Order's hands. Lightning and Fang agree to meet on the final day to convince Vanel not to go through with the soul song.
Okay.
And Boxroll in chat says, Snow was also a boss in Lightning Returns. Underwhelming. Fair enough.
He seems like it.
In the Wildlands, Lightning rescues a white chocobo called the Angel of Valhalla from a chocobo eater and heals its injury before setting out across the land. She encounters a depressed Saz and discovers his son, Daij, has been comatose since the Nova Crystallis formation. She finds Dai's soul to rouse him and bring Shaz out of his depression.
Just like that? Okay.
Well, still, like, it's going with the souls of the dead and everything. Like, this game is going, like...
Getting pretty gnarly.
Yeah, like, if you want anything that's close to Norse mythology in a Final Fantasy game, the 13 series is there for you.
Yeah.
So another part of the Wildlands, Lightning explores Etra's temple's remains, where she finds a resurrected Caius and a mini Yules. She defeats Caius, but learns that she cannot save him, as he has become bound to the chaos by Yule and plans to disappear from the world into the unseen realm. As she leaves, Lightning learns from Yule that the white chocobo is Odin, her Eidolon. Yay! The white chocobo is hers. It's Odin. That's a chocobo now, and not a bike.
Oh, that's good.
So she comes across the Moogle village and meets Mog, burdened by guilt for his perceived failure to protect Sarah, but is delighted to see Lightning again, with promises of bringing Sarah back. Lightning learns from the souls of the dead in the form of Cid Raines that Vanel unknowingly has the power to help them be reborn in the new world. Everybody can come back.
Apparently, nobody's dead forever, I guess.
Not in Final Fantasy. Are you kidding me?
Well, tell that to Aerith.
Nah. Well, fair point. Good point.
Tried many a Game Shark goes.
Technically,
No.
now she's technically not dead in the now new, multiverse of.
Is she?
I don't know. Cloud can see her.
We'll never know. Yeah, but he's crazy.
That's a fair point. That's true. So as Lightning leaves the Ark at the start of the 8th day, she re-encounters Lumina. She helps her realize Bonavizel stole Sarah's soul and suggests that Sarah, Lightning had met a little while ago. Hope and Lightning herself are but fakes. Lightning implies that she will turn against Bonavizel as he does not fulfill his part of the deal, and Lumina reminds her that in this case, Lightning will have to betray Hope, her one friend in Nova Crystallia. And Drew speaks like Schrodinger's Aerith. Yeah. And the new stuff, yes, absolutely. Is she dead or is she alive? Who knows? So on the final day, Lightning returns to the Ark and to find Hope fading away. She learns Benevizel shows him as the host, as the god cannot see souls or chaos in his proper form. Hope confronts Lightning, saying her example enabled him to go on and accept his fate. Back in Luxeron, Lumina reveals the truth about the Soul Song. The Order seeks to carry out Benevizel's wishes and ensure their salvation in the new world by destroying the dead and erasing them from the living's memories so they will be reborn with a clean slate. Unburdened by their past, the Order kept Vanel in the dark and duped her into believing the Soul Song will save the dead from their suffering.
Well, that's rude.
It's a cult. Like, I mean, if you know cults, they don't say the truth.
It's true. They're usually not nice either.
No, God, no. So infiltrating the cathedral with Noel's hope, Lightning teams up with Fang and finds Vanel within God's sanctum. In the process of performing the soul song, she convinces Vanel the reason the souls kept calling out to her was that they held onto hope, as souls in despair would have been silent. With help from Fang and Snow, Lightning stops with the ritual and allows Vanel and Fang to free both their souls and those threatened by the Clavis to be reborn in the new world. Yay. Yule and Lumina arrive to reveal the truth about the fate of Sarah's soul to Lightning. Using Hope's body as a medium, Benevizel shows up, captures her allies, and offers her a chance for Lightning to witness the birth of a new world. Upon reaching the heart of the cathedral's dungeons, Lightning is transported to, Cosmogenesis. Hey, I did that right. Cosmogenesis, an otherworld realm where Benevizel's true form awaits her. Oh, God. Boss fight.
There it is. I knew he was bad.
Lightning learns that Boonville plan to purge humanity's souls and their memories and emotions, believing such things are impurities. Boonville wishes to condition Lightning into an emotionless replacement for Etro to oversee life's balance in the New World. However, since she thwarted the Soul Song, he seeks to destroy his new world and the dead along with it. Refusing to follow his plans, Lightning attacks Boonville and frees Hope from his hold. She intends to sacrifice herself to ensure Hope's escape and trap the deity in the unseen realm, but the illusion of Sarah that Boonville created reveals Lumina's origins to Lightning. Accepting that Lumina is part of herself, Lightning calls for help. Lumina becomes one with Lightning, restoring her heart to normal. So essentially, she has her emotions back and everything.
Okay, so Lumina is just Lightning's emotions.
Yeah, essentially, I believe. Let me double check that. I believe that's correct. It is a localized of souls and spirits. Heart and soul, the term spirit. Yeah, essentially. It's her, like, spirit slash... Yeah. Essentially. Okay. And then, let's see, where was I at? Hope answers Lightning's call and helps her leave the world of her subconscious. They launch a final assault on Boonville, and with the aid of their friends and the Eidolons, Lightning severs Boonville's hold on humanity's soul, and Sarah returns. Lightning concentrates countless souls into a giant energy blade, and they strike down the god together. Lightning...
Yay.
Yeah, I know. Yay!
Power of friendship.
I guess that's one way to put it in this one.
It's undefeated.
That's true. Lightning, her and her reunited allies witness the death of Nova Crystalia and the birth of a new world, free of gods. Caius and Yule offer to become the shepherds of the dead in Etra's place and vanish into the new unseen realm. Lightning bids farewell to Odin as the Eidolons fade away and shed tears while recalling moments of her journey before leading her sister and friends to their new home. In the new world, Lightning begins her life anew. On a sunny day, Lightning emerges from a train, arriving in a modern town as she embarks on a peaceful journey to reunite with her friends.
Hooray! Happy ending this time.
Which is very rare in a Final Fantasy game.
It is.
That's not 14. 14
Wow.
has 14 has some downs, not gonna lie, but your character always comes out on top, obviously. And then now the final part of her story is Final Fantasy XIII Reminiscence Tracer of Memories, which go figure is another book.
Hooray.
So reporter...
Last one wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't. So far I like these books. So reporter Aoda Aoede Aoda searches for Lightning on her quest for answers for the mysteries behind some people's having memories of living in another world. After meeting with all the principal survivors from Lightning's adventures, but unable to meet her in person, Edoa ends up encountering Lightning by chance on a train and asks her to interview her. Lightning declines, saying she is getting off at the next station, and Edoa decides not to follow, deeming her new mission as a mediator in a civil war more important. Edoa thanks Lightning for having fought to give humanity the new world, and Lightning replies she leaves it in Edoa and others' hands. As Lightning departs, Edoa notes that she looks carefree and has her own life back at last. As having sent by the god of light to his grave, Lightning freed herself from fighting. Positive their encounter is not to be their last, Edoa hopes Lightning will chance upon hope. See,
Okay.
it's a good ending.
Now she's happy.
It's a good, happy ending for everyone. Everybody was reborn anew in a new world. It's a modern world, I think it's much like ours, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. But yeah, great stuff.
Right.
But at this point, let's take a mid-break into Lightning's history and character deep dive and all that. and thank our listeners and patrons, and we'll be right back.
This summer, say I do
I am marrying a stranger.
like never before.
Am I crazy?
It's a whole new Married at First Sight on Peacock.
Thank God I woke up in love.
With new experts,
My name is Dr. Lisa.
My name's Paul Brunson.
more couples,
This could be the start of a very successful marriage.
and more surprises.
Or maybe not.
Everything is just not enough.
You're a little bit crazy.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I want my fairy tale ending.
Married at First Sight now streaming. New episodes Thursdays only on Peacock.
At ZocDoc, we know being a healthy adult is like living in a video game. Every day has side quests, taxes, laundry, birthdays, and just when you're leveling up, you have to book a doctor. The insurance portal crashes, they put you on hold, your doctor doesn't take your plan, game over. We see you, so we made booking a doctor easy. Download ZocDoc, search by specialty, insurance, and availability. Book instantly, no cheat codes required. Find a doctor you love with ZocDoc.
All right, welcome to the middle of the show. We're talking about everything with the podcast. It has nothing to do with the lore of the Final Fantasy. I almost said it with The Witcher for a second. Final Fantasy in this game. In this podcast, God,
Words are hard.
Words are hard. And we want to thank all our amazing patrons. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. And if you want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/Final Fantasy Lorecast, where you can get ad-free episodes or even join us once a month on the show itself. Oh, excuse me. And you can also find us on Apple and Spotify. Leave a 5-star review on Apple with some words or a nice Spotify comment. We'll read it out loud the next time on the show, which I haven't checked Apple in a while. Let me see if we have anything on Apple. Doubtful. But you never know.
Can't imagine.
No, we don't. Okay. Cool. But we do have some Spotify comments from our Red Mage / Blue Mage episode back on our jobs. Yeah, it's been a minute. From Rapsiclin. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. I've been really digging into this series. I'm on a huge FF resurgence and need something else to absorb in the background, and I love your commentary. The Blue Mage is my favorite class of all time, ever since I realized you can do 1,000 damage.
You can, yeah.
That's great.
Shout out 1,000 Needles.
Right. Thank you, Ben. Gotta dust off my Witcher books for a reread now. Yes, you do. I think you're welcome, Box Girl. And then also on our Locations Final Fantasy X Part 2 episode from Brian. On my grind to catch up with you guys, ADHD brain won't let me skip the front, LOL. I would like to say thanks for breaking down the lore. You guys have kept me entertained during the long work week. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for listening. We love this series. I'm excited that our, little podcast has grown so big in a very short time, because I was not expecting us to get this big so quick. So
You thought you were just going to do another podcast, but nope. Too much responsibility with Final Fantasy. Now you got to start playing 14 again.
Well, I am. I am playing 14 again. I put a bid on
You can never get away from
I'll
it.
find out if we get on Wednesday.
I bought Expedition 33 and I've played like an hour of it, and that's it, because I'm just so locked into 14. This is what you've done, Ben. I blame you entirely.
Hey,
I
I'm
have
okay
played,
with that.
I've only played 14, and I've played like at the end of the day when my brain is just fried and I can't concentrate on a quest. I'm like, I'll just play a little baseball. But other than that, it's been strictly 14.
It's great though. 14's great.
And I even want to do, because I hate myself apparently, I want to do a Kingdom Hearts replay.
Oh God,
But
that's a whole thing.
Thank God.
I didn't put you into that. So.
Thank God for 14. I'm like, no. I got to at least get through. I got to catch up.
And then you can also find us a few different Discord servers, the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Band of Friends Podcasting Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that I host, which are Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, the Gundam Lorecast, the Wizarding World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. So check those all out. And we did get some news during this weekend. So during Summer Game Fest, we got confirmation that on December 30th, we are getting a new remastered version of Final Fantasy Tactics.
I thought it was September 30th.
What did I say?
December.
Oh, sorry, September 30th. That's what I meant. September 30th.
Whew.
It's September 30th because 3 days later I have Digimon coming out.
Good. I'm excited. I've never played Tactics, so I'm excited to try it.
Super excited. They refined a lot of the gameplay. They added voice acting.
Nice.
So none other our beloved Ben Starr is voicing a character in Final Fantasy again.
Nice.
But we also have Cody Christian, who played Cloud, and Brianna White, who voiced Aerith.
Yeah, they got a banger of a crew.
Oh yeah, they have a good top-notch voice talent, acting, everything in this game. I'm so pumped for it.
Not the announcement we wanted, but the announcement we got nonetheless.
And I need to get Ben Starr on this show, at least for one episode. We need him on this show.
Prove how much you love Final Fantasy, Ben Starr. Come on.
Everybody, listen to the show. Go tag Ben Starr. Hey, you need to join the Final Fantasy Lorecast for one episode.
That's it. Give us 30 minutes of your time.
Hour, maybe an hour.
Whatever,
hour and a half, maybe.
If you want to be generous, but at least 30 minutes.
And then,
so my God! Explain to him why 9 is better than 8.
And then, True Speak here is like, I have yet to play Expedition 33 because of you, Ben. Only play 14. Your fault, Ben. I blame you. I'm okay taking the blame for putting you guys in a great game. I'm not going to question myself, but
we should get Ben Starr on 14.
I'm sure he plays it. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he plays 14.
We'll find out.
And then we also got some news yesterday at the Xbox showcase that Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade that is coming out later this winter is coming to Xbox, as well as Final Fantasy XVI, which is available now. Like, you can play now. And again, Ben Starr made a freaking hilarious commercial for the Xbox thing. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend go find it. It's on Twitter. It's on his Twitter page. It's on the Final Fantasy Twitter page. It's freaking hysterical. And he also did a Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering commercial for Magic.
You love it. Just come on here. We love Final Fantasy. Come talk to us about it.
So, and by the way,
we promo him enough.
I know, right? We give him all this attention. And the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering set is full release is this upcoming Friday. Actually, when you hear this episode, it will be out. I got to go and do a pre-release event at one of my local hobby stores. And I did buy one of everything. So I got a lot of Magic Final Fantasy cards, and it's cool stuff. I got some borderless. I got Dion from 16, a Raubon from 14.
Hey.
And I got a Surge Foil borderless of Furion, the Wild Rose from FF2. I think I have another borderless. I just can't remember the character. But
True speak, it would be tough for us to get Brianna White on because A, it's going to be tough to be two guys DMing her, asking her to come on a podcast. And number two...
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
She's just
nothing
busy.
at all.
She won voice actor year or voice actor of the year in one of the, not at the Game Awards, but at another reward ceremony for playing Aerith. I know Ben Starr is constantly busy because he has so many projects going on now. He's in so much crap.
Need an hour of his time. Just need an hour.
Just an hour. We can, plan it 2 months ahead. Box Girl can DM. Ben Starr created a Vieira. Oh, that's right. He did. He is on 14.
Oh,
He's a Vieira.
Then we could talk to him about 14. Fine.
Yeah, there you go. I don't have any other news. Do you have any news?
No, unfortunately not.
No? Okay. Well, hey, a lot of Final Fantasy news. 7 Remake Intergrade's coming out in the winter to Xbox. 16's currently now on all platforms except for Switch. And then Tactus is coming out. So, great. That's going to be on Switch. It's actually on, that one's on all consoles as well. That's on all platforms as well. So, cool stuff. But let's get back into more of Lightning.
This episode is brought to you by Perfect Bistro Cat Food. Hey guys, today I'm interviewing my cat about his Perfect Bistro food. Percy, you seem to be a big Perfect Bistro fan. Care to comment? Totally. What do you like about it? You love the high-quality ingredients? And the delicious flavors, of course. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Listen to Percy, guys. Visit perfectbistro.com to try it for your cat.
Tomorrow morning is knocking. Stock your fridge now. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or a sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel, maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
Alright, so now we are going to be going into her other appearances throughout the Final Fantasy series. So, Lightning has appeared in the following games throughout the series. So, obviously we have Final Fantasy XIV as a guest character, and it has cosmetic rewards, which, okay, so this event doesn't exist anymore. I think they tied it into where, well, it's with Lightning's return. So, I think they tied it in with, like, how she can transport with time and stuff, I think. I can't remember, because this event no longer exists. They don't use this event in the game anymore because you can actually go and buy the Lightning cosmetics through the Final Fantasy XIV online store.
Yeah, that's how they do it. Once that event goes for a long time, they just eventually put it on the lodestone.
Yeah, like specifically events that have been like vaulted that they won't do anymore.
Yeah.
So like the 15 one's not vaulted because they brought that back. 16 they just did last year, which they'll do again. So
10 is on the lodestone. Like you can get Titus.
Yep, you can get 10. Yep.
Hammers.
Which I think those were just. I don't think they ever did an event with 10. I think that was just. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they just added those on the lodestone just in general.
There's something like you can do. Dream of the Faith is from the salvage person.
True.
Of those totems.
So she also appears in Final Fantasy Tactics S as a playable character, Final Fantasy Dimensions 2 as a Phantom Stone summon and character costume. Obviously, she's in Dissidia 12 Final Fantasy, and Dissidia NT, and Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnium as a playable character because, you know, Dissidia games. It's a fighting game. Of course, they're going to have lightning. We have the Theater Rhythm Final Fantasy series as a playable character. Picked Logica Final Fantasy as a playable character. Final Fantasy Airborne Brigade as a legend and a playable character. Final Fantasy Artnix as a series of cards. Final Fantasy All the Bravest as an optional character. Final Fantasy Record Keeper as a playable character, which I'm pretty sure that Record Keeper no longer exists. Final Fantasy Explorers as a trance. Final Fantasy Worldwide Words as a playable character. Final Fantasy Brave. I know, right? Final Fantasy Brave Exodus as a summonable Vision, which is no longer playable. Mobius Final Fantasy as a guest character, ability cards, stamps, and alternate dress for both Wool and Echo. Which, is that the Mobius Final Fantasy? Is that the one?
Yeah, we covered that when we did Titus.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. That's the one World of Visions, right? Or no? I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember that one. Brave Exodus. Yeah, I can't remember. We have World of Final Fantasy as a seminal champion, Final Fantasy the trading card game as a series of cards, and Triple Triad as a series of cards. Also, Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy. Because obviously she's a card in there. And she's in... I have her on the Art of Thunder Magic, which is pretty cool. You can play... It's an artifact, and you can use Thunder, Thundera, and Thundergaga, or Thunderga. I can't remember how you pronounce those.
Thundaga, yeah.
Yeah. So, which is cool. My coworker did actually pull her, though, as a card, which I'm kind of not happy about, because I bought him that pack. And it's like, here, choose one. He chose it. Got Lightning and Shiva in the same pack.
Oh.
Yeah. And then now getting into behind the scenes. So with Final Fantasy XIII specifically, the first game. So Lightning is director Motomu Toriyama's favorite character out of those that he helped create, alongside with Yuna and Princess Yo-Yo from the Bahamut Lagoon. Early in development, Toriyama meant Lightning to be a flirtatious character with more sex appeal. To make Lightning a more serious heroine in the vein of previous heroes, Cloud Strife and Squall Leonhardt, Fang, originally a man, was rewritten as a woman. Toriyama transferred some of Lightning's traits to her. The final version of her character was made less Asian-looking than intentionally received, and Hope got Lightning's original silver hair color in favor of pink. So, yeah, do some changes there. So Lightning's real name was to be Averia, referring to the species of flowering plants. Eclair was used during auditions to keep the name secret. Lightning's real name in English version is Claire due to the word eclair, referring to as a type of pastry in English-speaking countries, a problem not present with the Japanese name due to different romanization.
That's funny. Eclair.
Yeah, because, it's a pastry here. So Lightning's initial concept was a strong woman. It was personality based instead of plot driven. After Toriyama set her character's mindset and role, Square Enix turned to Tetsuya Nomura for the character design. Director Motomu Toriyama with Lightning, one look at the design made me say, this is it. She looked so cool and strong, and there was no need for any retakes. Despite Toriyama's claim, Lightning's appearance has developed from an initial concept. Square Enix released an initial CG render before the public saw any of the other characters. When they revealed the rest of the cast, Square released another render of Lightning with more feminine traits and her hair pink rather than faded crimson. Though her outfit remained the same, its overall color scheme was lightened. So that's cool. Like, they barely touched, like, they did the initial design. I was like, okay, here are little tweaks, done.
Nailed it, yeah.
It's like, we didn't have to do much. Which is, pretty rare. It's extremely rare in video game designing nowadays.
Especially Final Fantasy.
Oh, God, they go so many redesigns. So the idea of Lightning having a sword that can transform into a gun relates to the game's eidolons. One of the gameplay themes chosen for Final Fantasy XIII was transformation. The eidolons can turn into vehicles. If summons could transform, the developers thought weapons should be able to as well. Odin was originally more harsh-looking and dark-colored, but the developers wanted Lightning to be a knight on a white horse. Since Lightning had lost her parents at a young age, she tried to take the place in race Sarah. Odin was imagined as someone onto whom she protect as a fatherly image.
If you wanted that, you literally have Alexander right there.
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
Whatever. Odin's cooler anyway.
Odin is cooler. Lightning had a gravity bomb device at her disposal in the first Final Fantasy XIII trailer, which generated an electrical shield or manipulated time and gravity. In the final game, she only uses it in a cutscene. Lightning's house was initially meant to be a visitable location in Final Fantasy XIII, but ended up getting cut out. Concept art from Final Fantasy XIII Ultimate Omega shows Lightning lives in a peanut-shaped house standing over water with a portion of the roof opening.
It's like SpongeBob, but instead of a pineapple, she's got a peanut.
So the opening cinematic shows Lightning in, Polum, with her gunblade drawn, glancing to her right at a group of Psycom soldiers and Flanators. The scene isn't in the game, though it's still Lightning glancing at the side and used for her status screen. 2 different CG renders of Lightning are used in Final Fantasy XIII. Her main render is used for menus, while the field messages, which displayed during the gameplay, use her render from the game's cover. Now getting into Final Fantasy XIII 2, Ishmaru, Kamikakuro, designed Lightning's new outfit in cooperation with Tetsuya Nomura, who drew a rough outline of her armor. Kamikakuro then did the lead work on the design, adding some details. Kamikakuro originally designed Lightning's new outfit as a Kwaipo, and later as a sci-fi. Yeah, Kwaipo is a martial artist outfit, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe. Also known. Mandarin gown.
Dress?
My bad.
Yeah.
That's a dress. I thought that was. I'm thinking of something else. And later as a sci-fi outfit, but she was then told the design didn't fit the game's atmosphere. The final design was inspired by Valkyries, warrior maidens in Norse mythology, with the feather motif on her outfit representing Lightning's light and soft side.
Good choice. If you're going with the Norse mythology, stick with the Norse mythology and do Valkyries, because Valkyries are awesome.
Oh, yeah. If you want a strong woman, too. Because Valkyries were all women who just kicked ass.
Just badass women, yeah.
So Lightning on Etra's throne at the end resembles the Final Fantasy XIII promotional artwork of her sitting on the narthex, and the Final Fantasy XIII 2 Ultimate Omega has a piece of artwork depicting Lightning on Etra's throne in the same pose. All models in Final Fantasy XIII 2 are of a lower resolution than those in the predecessor. The game data included a high-res, unused model of Lightning's Final Fantasy XIII appearance, which is likely used as a placeholder throughout production. And like her sister Sarah, the menu screen in Final Fantasy XIII 2 doesn't use Lightning's official render, but an alternate render from Final Fantasy XIII. Lightning's render in Final Fantasy XIII 2 has her sword and shield in opposite hands. She also holds her sword, and her left hand on the box art for Final Fantasy XIII. Which I believe she is right-handed. So, and then finally, Lightning returns Final Fantasy. So, Tetsuya Nomura designed Lightning's default Savior outfit, whose designs plays on her light, speed, and elegance. Director Momotaro Toriyama wanted to emphasize Lightning's strength, how she was entering her final battle, and included the original outfit's red and white components from Final Fantasy XIII. Using the red color to represent strength and the inside of Lightning's outfit, Nomura designed her new armor to have more impact, with the final result being about half white and half red. Which is pretty cool.
It is cool.
He was instructed to create Lightning's armor based on a leather bodysuit, and the arms based on a spinal column. In Lightning Return Final Fantasy XIII, the player can dodge and block enemies' attacks. When Nomura created Lightning's outfit, the shield entered the design, and the developers thought to use it in battles by allowing her to block attacks, enabling various fighting styles.
I like that.
And Toshiyuki Itahana designed Lightning's alternate costumes, which she has a lot. She has a lot of alternate costumes you can get through DLC and everything, to wear with different jobs and stuff like that, based on different jobs.
Yeah.
So whereas lightning was depicted as a hardened and cold soldier type in Final Fantasy XIII, the near godlike in power in Final Fantasy XIII-2, making her distant in Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy XIII, and intended to portray a more human side to her. The game explores how Lightning became a strong woman she is with what she is struggling. By displaying her sadness and sorrow, the writers hope to show more of Lightning's human side, which is nice. And then Lightning's in-game model from her prior two installments was created from scratch rather than repurposed. Her overall proportions were reevaluated to accommodate for the schemata. Compared to previous games, her model has a bigger bust, although it's various between different outfits. Of course.
They couldn't get away from it.
That's Japan. What do you expect?
Listen, she's no Tifa, but you know.
No, God no, she's no Tifa. And then Motomu Toriyama and Lightning story ends, and Lightning returns Final Fantasy XIII as this game is the final in the Lightning saga. As Lightning is a popular character, even when compared to other Final Fantasy characters, Toriyama did not rule out the possibility of her appearing in future titles, not as protagonist, but as a guest character.
I wonder if he meant that more, like with the 15, what it was originally supposed to be. Because I can't imagine.
No, they weren't going to use Lightning as a main character in the original concept of 15 when that was supposed to be in the Novus Crystallis saga.
Right, she was going to be like a
but
cameo.
She was probably going to be probably like a guest character or cameo or something like that.
Yeah,
and now, then her. Oh, go on.
Yeah, no, I was going to say now there'd be no connection.
Nope. And then out into the voice, so Ali Hillis voices Lightning in English and also voices Amelia Hinaharu from Final Fantasy Type 0. So she plays two characters. And then Maya Sakamoto voices her in Japanese. Sakamoto also voices Aerith Gainsbourg from Final Fantasy VII series, Diva from Final Fantasy Type 0, and Aya Brea from the Third Birthday. In their respective PlayStation Portable games, Aya and Lightning wear the others' outfits to refer to their shared voice actors. Similarity in Lightning Returns, the DLC outfit for Lightning is modeled after Aerith's trademark dress, referring to their shared voice actor.
Huh. Interesting.
They also love to do that over in Japan for games.
Well, that's cool.
You get that a lot. But that is Lightning.
We made it.
We made it. We did all of Lightning.
Might have been our longest straight through episode yet. No tangents, just a lot to cover with her.
Oh, there's so much. But if you have any thoughts or comments, you can go to Apple and Spotify or Discord and let me know what character you guys want me to go over next, because I'm kind of blanking on what character. We could do Clive if we wanted to, but I'd like to have Ben Starr on the show.
It would be ideal, but
right?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, you're promoting it. It's going on Xbox now. Yeah, come on the episode.
Right? Ben Starr, if you listen to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, we are offering you to come on to the show.
Talk about how when they do the 8 remake one day, you're definitely going to play Squall. Yeah, we could talk about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, he's definitely going to voice Squall when they redo that game.
Yeah.
Because that game didn't have voice acting, so they could.
It's true.
So, that'd be kind of cool if he was another protagonist again.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. But anyway, I have nothing else to add for this episode. Do you? Because I know you don't know much more about Lightning.
No, I'm still thoroughly confused by the story. So the good news is, if I ever do one day get lucky enough to play it, I'll be fresh.
Hey,
I have no idea.
Just go buy a Steam Deck, or go buy the new Xbox handheld that's coming out, and you can play it there.
No, but that's okay.
Wait, you have a PC? You can play it on PC?
I have a laptop. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you got an actual desktop.
Yeah, but that's reserved for work only.
Aw, boo.
They will shut my ass down if I try and do anything else. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's fair. All right. Well, everybody, thank you again for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, and may the crystals guide you. Thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcasting Discord, where you can share your thoughts, experiences, and love for the Final Fantasy lore. You can also find us on Twitter at FFLorecast.
Hi, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint's story is better. Every plan, $15 a month, even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending, 0 tears.
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Best thing that's ever happened to you financially. Go.
Easy. Sold my car on Carvana. Amazing offer.
Really? I hit 200 on a scratcher.
Did the scratcher come to your house and hand you a check?
No.
How many scratchers did you hit to get that? I hit a button on Carvana.com once.
Okay, that's fair.
It's like the lottery, except you always win.
Not like the lottery at all, actually.
Exactly. Inexplicably good. Offers worth bragging about. Sell your car today on Carvana. Pickup fees may apply.